Good afternoon, Fabian Onetti for the Musings of Winston and back from vacations, covering the week of March 22nd to the March 26th. And the market did a little bit. The Dow Jones gained about 1.3%, 1.6 for the S&P, very little for the Nasdaq, 0.5. And the one who gave some is the Russell, down to 89%. Remember, Russell was still top performing, almost 12% for the year versus 8% and 5% for the Dow and the S. And this was the Joe Biden trade with President Biden, the stimulus which will affect mainly mid-size and small companies. As we recommended, buy on the rumor, sell on the news. We know we have the package. Move on. We're going to be focusing on something else. So that was kind of, I think, the story. I think the story that we had this week, especially after the second half of the week, was back to COVID. I mean, on one hand, we have COVID plus vaccine, like the United States and very few other countries in the world with huge vaccination rates. So far, doing it so good, even lifting restrictions in some states, although the CDC and others recommend against it, but some states are lifting the restrictions. And then mainly in Europe, a delay of vaccination has now basically created the third wave. And if you remember, we've been talking about this for a while. The Spanish flu had three waves. The first in March, the second was in August, which was the highest. And then they have another third wave the following March, which was smaller than the second, but still bigger than the first. And then it disappeared in the days when there were no antibiotics and nothing else and no vaccines, however. But anyways, I'm going back to that. I think, Jerome Powell and Janet Yellen spoke about the need of the fiscal stimulus, less worried about inflation. I think the market left inflation in the rear view mirror for now, is really focusing on these COVID issues. And we saw drop in oil, just cut the 200 moving average, and also the euro. With stable rates, the euro went to 117. Remember, we started the year at 120 few, with almost all the way to 124, and now at 117. So clearly, what we thought, as we've been saying for a while, discounting the end of COVID is not the same as the end of COVID, because we have these issues. We thought that we were in a good path, and now we have this hiccup with vaccination problems in Europe. Apparently supplies, Brussels runs everything for the European Union, a lot of finger pointing at the national governments, etc., etc. The reality is that we have a lot of cases, unfortunately. And also emerging markets, places like Brazil, mainly in the Americas, Brazil, Mexico, Argentina, with, again, very serious growth in cases. Way less in Asia, fortunately, but in the Americas, excluding Canada and the United States, and in Europe, the situation looks very dire. Other quick news this week: WeWork is coming public through SPAC. We will know more maybe next week. We'll know more a little bit about that. And also we have the little bit of the saga of the Suez Canal, where things ship is stuck there. It looks like tonight, Sunday, somehow with a full moon and everything, they might unlock it. However, many people are already making plans and going around the Cape of Good Hope, because we're still there. Markets are looking into that. And the big thing probably happened at the close on Friday, when there was a huge block trade, about 13 billion in trades. Morgan Stanley alone traded 13 billion, and another 13 billion was traded by Goldman Sachs. A lot of rumors and comment, and as I am speaking, it looks like it was a tiger cub named Bill Wang. Apparently his family office is called Archegos, had a margin call, and as they say, there is first greed, then fear, and at the end is the margin call. Apparently it was a huge margin call and a liquidation of stocks. They started with a lot of Chinese names, Farfetch, Discovery, Beidou, GSX, but also there was something on CBS and others. So we'll see what's the story there. That's all we have. Like always, for our English-speaking clients, every day at 8:30 live on Zoom, talking about the markets. More information, you can always get it in our page, winston.capital. Have a great week.